Shuckalugga kapow, how's it going, old schoolers? You're kicking it old school with Russell J.S. And I am your host, Russell J.S. Now, summer is almost upon us, a few more weeks, pretty soon. If not now, probably within a week or so. Some of you got kids that are getting ready to have their last day of school and be out for the summertime and get ready for the new school year. You've probably got some who are graduating high school, getting ready to leave for college in the fall, or they're going to graduate college and they're going to get ready to take on their new career. Either way it goes, you know, you're a Gen Xer like me, you're an old schooler like me, you're going to reminisce on them younger days. You know, I'm here to help you reminisce on younger days. This is vacation time, 2005 to 2009. Now, around the time of 2005 to 2009, I was getting ready. I was walking into my late 20s, soon to be in my 30s. And I was in 2005, you know, up until the beginning of 2007, I was with an undesirable, well, my family would say an undesirable woman, which would be my ex-fiance. But, you know, if I went on vacation from work, I think, you know, one time in 2006, I didn't have any money to go anywhere. So me and my ex-fiance, we were living in a trailer park at the time. And she was like, she's an ex-fiance for a reason, right? I've mentioned her in the monthly NARC videos about her and weekly NARC. But yeah, a vacation at that point would consist of just hanging out at the trailer park, maybe going to the pool at the trailer park, and that's about it. Or just hearing her whining and complaining, you know, her bipolar ways, whatever they want to call the narcissistic illness that they use as an excuse, whatever it is. But you know what? I yearned for a really good vacation. I think the only vacation I took was up to Texas in 2008 to go see somebody for a week. And it was at the beginning of the summer, and I would eventually move there. That's a story for a different time. But, you know, I did have a little bit of fun. I went to go visit the grave of Pantera guitarist Dimebag Darrell, and I took pictures and everything, stood by the grave, did the heavy metal devil horns and everything. But you know what? I didn't get to go on a good road trip. That's what I really yearned for. And if you're new to the channel, remember, hit a like, subscribe, leave comments in the box down below, ring that bell down there for notifications for future videos to come out. And you know what? What would I take now that technology has somewhat evolved? What would I take in the years if I was able to go on a really cool road trip vacation? You know, say it's to Disney or Universal Parks or Busch Gardens or Six Flags in Atlanta or any of the Six Flags parks. Or say I made that even higher trek to, you know, that one, was it Kings Island or something? That one that's out in Pennsylvania. You know, what would I bring to occupy the mind, or, you know, maybe go with a girlfriend or go with buddies and, you know, just share the experience with stuff? Well, I'll tell you what, it's going to be the same thing as usual, except there's going to be, you know, newer movies. There's going to be an extra game to go with this, and a CD player and my DVD player. So without further ado, let's check out the bad Oscars I would bring on this adventure, shall we? All right, starting off with music. You know, in the previous videos, I was talking about not bringing such heavy music. I decided this one, I'd bring maybe a few heavy CDs, and then others would be more like middle of the highway kind of stuff, you know, like relaxing road music. So this time around, and here I am, I got my trusty backpack. This time around, I've got Godsmack 4, Songs of Anarchy Seasons 1 through 4, Songs of Anarchy, yeah, these are the Sons of Anarchy soundtracks, Volume 2, which, you know, a lot of these have cover songs by, you know, some by a band called the Forest Rangers. It even has a theme song, This Life, going through this world. But, a lot of good music. I mean, they got Sympathy for the Devil done by Jane's Addiction. And let's see, The Passenger done by Allison Mosehart and the Forest Rangers. I mean, Higher Ground by Frankie Perez and the Forest Rangers. God, the Forest Rangers take up this whole thing. And I think they sort of do on the first one as well. But, this is good road music. And like I said, I brought a little bit of Godsmack. Velvet Revolver Contraband. Let's face it, it's really Guns N' Roses with Scott Weiland from Stone Temple Pilots as the front man. But, they can't use the name, Slash Duff and Matt can't use the name Guns N' Roses because Axl owns the rights. And, of course, go a little bit of country with Van Zant. This is actually a good one. You got Donnie Van Zant from 38 Special and Johnny Van Zant from Leonard Skinner, the two younger brothers of original Skinner vocalist Ronnie Van Zant. And the good one to listen to is called Help Somebody. And this is good to listen to while on the road. And where I will put these in my backpack, of course, will go in this small compartment right here. And then I also have my portable CD player with the earphones, and that will go right in here as well. Now, other things I'm going to be bringing too, and I'm packing light. I am packing light. If I'm going to go with buddies, they might want to play a game. I also got 3 LCD handhelds, 2 of them that I showed you in the previous video for this series. Got it. The Spider-Man and the Star Wars Episode 1. You know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and put these, right in here. There we go. In the main compartment right here. And Blast Off Pinball, which came out in 2005, because I bought this one up at Radio Shack at that time. This is a different one. I lost the other one I had, but I remember I paid, I think, $15 for it, and it's going to go right in here. And I'm also bringing a book. I think maybe X-Men Watchers of the Walls, if I want to read a book while I'm traveling. If I'm traveling by myself, I could read a book while I'm at the pool. Same thing with music. I could listen to some music while I'm at the pool and read a book. Or if I'm traveling with friends and we're taking turns driving, because it's going to be a long haul, and we want to get there at a certain time, when someone else is driving, I could go ahead and, read a couple chapters of X-Men. And of course, which is going to go right here with the games. And of course, last but certainly not least, I'm bringing my portable DVD player, my ESSA is what it's called. My ESSA. I have all the attachments I need to recharge the battery and such. But, I'm bringing my portable DVD player to watch a movie. And heck, with the movies I'm bringing, who knows, somebody else might want to watch. So share. Same thing with the portable games. Share if somebody wants to play Spider-Man or Star Wars or pinball. Boom, there you go. And you're being a friend. And the portable DVD player, I'm going to slip in this back compartment right here. Tucked away. And of course, the movies. Now, some of the movies I didn't think about putting on the last video because at that moment, some of them would be between 2000 and 2004 at the movie theater, and a couple are late 90s, and I had to bring 2 classics with me, and you'll definitely be like, yeah, I figured you'd bring those with you. But here's where I'm going as far as road movies go. Blues Brothers 2000, starring Dan Aykroyd and John Goodman. That's, they get the band together, and this time they're going to a battle of bands. They're driving from Chicago to New Orleans. Another Mission from God. Dogma, starring Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, Salma Hayek, Kevin Smith, Chris Rock, Alan Rickman, George Carlin, and Linda Farrin. I think her name was for Fiorentino. Yeah, there we go. You know, go cross country from Illinois to New Jersey to stop two fallen angels from entering a church so they don't cause the Armageddon with the help of Jay and Silent Bob. So a little bit of View Askew entertainment. And, you know, by the way, Blues Brothers 2000, just in case it's a Universal trip. And also, in case it's a trip to another certain theme park, 2003's The Haunted Mansion starring Eddie Murphy. You know, that should get you in the mood for if you're going to Disney World. And another from the View Askew universe, of course, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. We watch our two favorite Jersey stoner duo travel from New Jersey to Hollywood to stop a movie about their lives being made. And of course, like I said, I had to bring some classics. So once again, I'm going to bring the National Lampoon Vacation, because this one, along with another one that's going to be here, it's a landmark in the road trip. You know, it's they both started the road trip in movies. And of course, once again, for the Disney mood, the original Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl. I mean, instant classic. And I'm only bringing this one because it does stick to the whole vibe of the ride. I mean, the Haunted Mansion doesn't do so. I mean, it does in a way, but it doesn't, because it does miss key moments of the ride. And last but not least, another classic, and I'm bringing the trilogy, because again, how can you watch movies on a road trip without this as well? Smokey and the Bandit 1, 2, and 3. I mean, ultimate road trip entertainment. And I'm sure if you're riding with your buddies, they're going to want to watch a movie too. I mean, I'm sure it's going to be mainly National Lampoon's Vacation or Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. But still, all in all, we got plenty of movies to watch while we're making that trek. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the movies right in here with the book and the 3 games. And now we zip her up. And we got our carry-on bag for our road trip. Road trip, old school style, 2005, 2009. And here we go, right here. I'm ready for the time to go on a road trip from the times of 2005 to 2009. Now, I hope you enjoyed that. And I've also got a album battle royale. I got 2 of them ready. I just went ahead and wrote down what the next 2 album battle royales are going to be. And, you know, fun stuff. But that's all the time I got for this video. Remember, if you're new to the channel, feel free to hit a like, subscribe, leave comments in the box down below, ring that bell for notification. Tell all your friends and family, tell mom and dad, your brother, your sister, your grandma, your grandpa, your aunt, your uncle, your pets, your cousins, your classmates, your roommates, your coworkers, your boss, your teachers. You know, if they all like to kick it old school, keep it real, keep it fresh, keep it chill, keep watching old school movies, keep listening to old school music, watch old school TV shows, play old school video games, and get you enough of peace, get you enough of love, get you enough of tranquility, get you enough of, you know, anything and everything you desire, get you enough of less chaos, less drama, no drama, anything and everything you truly desire in your heart. And always remember, I wish you Godspeed. May the force be with you always. And shuckalaka kapow!